You are Locked On Red Sox Postcast, part of Locked On Sports Boston, on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, the Red Sox close out their homestand, blanked by the Blue Jays at Fenway Park Thursday night. First time in a long time where the Sox were shut out by the opposing team. Bowden Francis pitching like Tom Seaver. Francis was terrific and picking up the win. Cutter Crawford gave up just 2 runs and working into the 7th inning for the Sox, and he took the loss. We do welcome you to our latest edition of the Locked On Red Sox Postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer, MLB on ESPN Radio, college baseball on the ESPN networks, Longhorn Network, ACC Network, SEC Network, 10 years in the minors, national show host on ESPN Radio and satellite radio, and a guy, as you now know, with a tremendous amount and a dangerous amount of useless baseball information. We are providing reaction to every Red Sox game on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, as well as the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed. You know that is free and available wherever you get your podcasts. On our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, Sox close out their homestand, losing again. We're going to discuss Cutter Crawford's outing, the Sox bats going silent again and again. No Rafi Devers in the lineup, missing his 3rd straight game. I don't say it often, and I don't do it often, but I have a great big second guess with manager Alex Cora. And Rich Hill back in the big leagues. The 44-year-old making a season debut. Yes, the 44-year-old Rich Hill back in the big leagues. He's now pitched in the majors for 20 seasons. That deserves a tip of the cap. We want to hear from you, our everydayers and our first-timers. Join the conversation. Watching live on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Hit the comment button. Join the Sox conversation. You can also hit me up on the X at Lennox on Baseball with questions, comments, or concerns. Our latest episode of the Locked On Red Sox Postcast brought to you by Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms to apply. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. So the Sox, 3.5 games behind the Twins, who did not play on Thursday, day off, and they'll now welcome in the Toronto Blue Jays for a 3-game series at Target Field in Minneapolis starting on Friday. Sox go 2-5 or 2-6 if you want to count that completion of the suspended game from Monday on the homestand. The official Stouts don't, so we go 2-5 on the homestand. Red Sox continue to scuffle at home. 4-10 in their last 14 at Fenway. Inexcusable. Just cannot happen this time of the year. Jays are now 4-6, or you could say the Red Sox are 6-4 this season against the Blue Jays, who, come in and take 3 out of 4. Sox had an opportunity Thursday night to take 3 out of 4. Didn't happen. These two teams will see each other late September in Toronto. Now, with Toronto taking and splitting the 4-game series at Fenway over the last 4 days, and again, you can say they took 3 out of 5 because they did win the suspended game that was completed on Monday. But now the Red Sox need help from the Blue Jays as they go to Minnesota. Again, 3-game series for the Blue Jays underway against the Twins on Friday. The Red Sox will be opening up a 6-game road trip, first of 3 with the Detroit Tigers, who all of a sudden are a hot team. Swept by Arizona to open up the homestand. Dropped 3 of 4 to the Toronto Blue Jays, who have played better here in the second half of the season. Time of the game, 2 hours, 12 minutes. And let's get into it, because, again, the Red Sox right now, and I have a second guess for Alex Cora and whoever put the lineup together, if it was the front office and the stat guys or whatever. I'll do that coming up in segment number 2. I'm scratching my head at a certain spot in the lineup for the Red Sox Thursday night. You might look at the box score right now, look at the starting lineup, no Rafi Devers. You might look at it and say, I know what Lennox is going to say, but you'll have to wait till segment number 2 to confirm that. But I've said it before. Since the All-Star break, the Red Sox have made number 2, number 3 starters look like Seaver, Carlton, Verlander at his prime, Kershaw in his prime, present day, Koufax, Drysdale, Clemens. Now, Bowden Francis, last time out for the Blue Jays, a no-hitter through 8 innings. against the Angels. Lost a no-hit bid in the ninth inning. They let him take them out in the ninth inning last time out this past weekend at home against the Angels. Gave up a home run to Taylor Ward. Lost the no-hit bid, lost the shutout bid. Well, Francis, again, terrific. But the Red Sox making him look like an absolute ace. 1-2-3, first inning. And that was really a sign of things to come because he retired the side 1-2-3 in the first on 5 total pitches. That kind of gave you a preview of what kind of night it was going to be for Red Sox hitters against Bowden Francis. 28-year-old right now. He's won 4 straight starts. He now has 8 wins on the season. He's worked in relief, but really now getting a real chance to start. And maybe he's a guy who goes into spring training in 2025 for the Blue Jays where you think, hey, he's going to be a middle-of-the-rotation kind of guy. But the Red Sox made him look like an ace on Thursday night. Again, worked a 1-2-3 first inning, 5 pitches total to the first 3 batters. Red Sox went down 1-2-3 in the second, 1-2-3 in the third. Duran reached first base runner for the Red Sox in the 4th inning. E4 caught stealing. And Francis facing the minimum through the first 4. Great splitter. During the course of the night, Red Sox hitters just didn't seem to really make much in terms of adjustments. Worked another 1-2-3 frame in the 5th. Nick Sogard just up from Triple-A on Thursday. Soft hit single with 1 out in the 6th inning. Francis came back, got the next 2 batters. He went 7 and retired the final 3 batters that he faced in the 7th inning. 7 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks. Was never really challenged, giving up just 2 base runners, a hit, and Duran reaching on an error, and he was cut down. That was it. And first NESN reference, Dave O'Brien, Kevin Youkilis, I call him Youk, mentioned, hey, he threw 117 pitches, went into the 9th inning last time out. So tonight, 7 scoreless. Again, picks up the win. 4-0 in his last 4 outings, 8th win overall in the season. And he was terrific. Then the bullpen took care of the rest. Cabrera took care of business in the 8th inning. Red Sox got a 2-out base hit from Jansen, another soft contact. 2 hits total, both not hard hit balls. Didn't get the exit velocity off baseball savant. Didn't need to. They were both soft hit base hits. Chad Green, 2-out base runner in the 9th inning, closed the door. And Cutter Crawford on the other side for the Red Sox deserved better. Crawford said it last night. 5 innings, I'll be happy. 6 innings, I'll be ecstatic. He worked into the 7th inning. Gave up just the 2 runs, both runs with 2 outs. Gave up back-to-back 2-out doubles in the 6th inning for Barger and Clement. And Barger's a player. Saw him in a series recently, I think it was against the Yankees, just on TV. You know, swings for the fences on just about everything. He doesn't cut down on his swing, but he's got a strong arm. And he's a ball player right now for this Toronto Blue Jays team. Hey, if you're with us on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, hit the comment button, join the conversation. We're going to get into Rich Hill here in just a moment because Hill faced 4 batters and retired them all. Came on in the 7th inning, worked a 1-2-3-8, got a couple of strikeouts. He'll be part of Numbers of the Night coming up in segment number 3. Andrew the GOAT is with us. Red Sox are back to losing now. Yeah, they are. There's just no consistency. There's no winning consistency, Andrew the GOAT, for this team at Fenway Park. Not at all. Embarrassing game tonight, yeah, to a certain degree. But when you look at the lineup that they put out there, you're blank 2-0. First time since late May where the Red Sox are shut out. Andrew the GOAT, appreciate you joining the conversation. Again, join the conversation on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Hit the comment button. You can also hit us up on the X at Linux on baseball as well. But Rich Hill gets out there. 44 years old. The story's been told. He told big league teams that he was going to be with his son this summer. His son's team had a trip to Cooperstown, New York, and he was going to be part of that as the coaching staff. He had been throwing. He had been working out. Threw for big league teams, ends up signing again with the Red Sox. 1 appearance for the 44-year-old at the Triple-A level and in the big leagues. He's back that quick. Hadn't pitched in the big leagues this season, but his 20th year at the major league level. Got a son, make him a left-handed pitcher. He's pitching in the big leagues at 20 years now, at 44 years old. That's the number on the back of the Sox jersey for Rich Hill. Struck out Varsho, and Hill will be part of our Numbers of the Night. Picked up a couple of strikeouts, retired all 4 batters that he faced. You can't ask for anything more than that. Weissert got the 9th inning, ran into trouble. Then all of a sudden, Weissert, Blue Jays almost did what the Blue Jays do. They almost ran into a triple play. Bunt attempt, Weissert, great catch, third base side of the pitcher's mound, threw to second. The runner was 3/4 of the way to third base, the lead runner, with first and second. Bunt attempt, Weissert makes the catch, throws to second, throw back to first base by Sogard. And I think it was Sogard at that point in time. No, it was Gasper, sorry. And they almost tripled off, hey, they doubled off the runner at second, throw back to first base, and the runner able to get back. That would have been something to talk about. Double play. Hey, the Sox turned a double play. A pop-up on a bunt. Hey, big league hitters can't get bunts down. And David Hamilton lost with a fracture in his index finger, trying to bunt for a base hit. Wasn't a sacrifice. Tried to bunt for a base hit on Wednesday night. He's down for a while. So Sogard up. Sogard had the first base hit of the night, one of just 2 for the Red Sox. 2 hits is not going to get it done against any team. Shutout, 2-0. So you split the 4 or lose 3 out of 5, however you want to say it. But swept by the Diamondbacks over the weekend. Meek effort in pretty much all 3 of those games. And you go from here. On the road for the next 6. I second-guess Alex Cora on the way the lineup was constructed for the finale against the Blue Jays Thursday night. Discuss that next. Glad you're with us. Steve Lennox, Locked On Red Sox Postcast, Locked On Sports, your team every day. Sponsored by Liquid IV. Summertime includes baseball. Hey, I like the salty snacks. I like the sweet snacks. Hot dog, popcorn. What do you need after that? You need the ice cream. You need the popsicles. When you're taking in America's pastime, don't forget to hydrate. You know that. Liquid IV, one of their best flavors. Popsicle firecracker flavor. A surefire summertime hit. Get hydrated with electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients from the #1 powered hydration brand in America. Because baseball and summertime, go together like Liquid IV and indulgent hydration. Blast off with the iconic summer flavor of Popsicle Firecracker, a festive blend of citrus-fueled lemon, lime, tart cherry, and raspberry flavors. Find all of your favorite flavors on the website: acai berry, lemon lime, pina colada, tear, pour, live more, 1 stick, 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink. 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. No more thirsty summers when you indulge in hydration with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use code MLB at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code MLB at liquidiv.com. Sox lose 2-0 to the Blue Jays in the series finale. Now on the road for the next 6. Our Locked On Red Sox postcast, also sponsored by Game Time. Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets for your favorite live events even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluffs to show you all the incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching thousands of tickets. Labor Day weekend is here. It's upon us. It's just about here. Going to be in Phoenix. Going to be in the Phoenix area this holiday weekend. Take advantage of Game Time's 50% off Labor Day deal. Dodgers Diamondbacks for Monday. 50% off tickets for the Dodgers and Diamondbacks in Phoenix. Labor Day Monday, exclusively on Game Time. Limited availability. Get your tickets while they last. With Game Time, you get the lowest price guaranteed, you get event cancellation protection, and you get 24-hour returns guaranteed. Take the guesswork out of buying your tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the code LOCKEDONMLB, and boom, $20 off your first purchase. Terms to apply. Again, create the account, redeem the code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it, you ask? What time is it? It's Game Time. Hey, by supporting our sponsors, you are supporting us as well with Locked On Sports. Steve Lennox with you, Locked On Red Sox postcast. And don't forget, Patriots season opener on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals coming up September 8th. The roster cuts have been made. Patriots have their starting quarterback. You can keep up with the Patriots and their preseason with Mike Debate, Locked On Patriots. Again, Mike has led his post with the Locked On Patriots podcast, available wherever you get your podcast. Mike has his AFC East preview. What's he think the Patriots are going to do for the 2024-2025 NFL season? Locked On Patriots with Mike Debate, available once again wherever you get your podcast. So sometimes I share with you sort of, the routine, getting ready to sit down. Hey, I get to sit down and watch baseball pretty much every single day since we've got this underway in June. Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, Locked On Red Sox postcast. Enjoy it. Enjoy building the audience. We do want to take a moment and acknowledge our everydayers for making Locked On Red Sox postcast and Locked On Red Sox podcast with Gabby Hurlbut their first listen every day. So looked at the lineup around 4:45. Rafael Devers out of the lineup for a third straight game. Okay. But I'm looking at the Red Sox lineup for the series finale. And I don't do this often, but I second guess Alex Cora and the analytics department and say, what in the world are you thinking? You got a right-hander on the mound, and Mickey Gasper is your number 2 hitter in the lineup? Guy still looking for his first big league hit. 0 for 3 on Thursday in the finale, batting behind Jarren Duran. Duran goes 0 for 4. Reached on an error, caught stealing for Jarren Duran. Mickey Gasper is in your number 2 spot in the lineup. It's one of those are you kidding me moments. Still looking for his first big league hit. They joked about it. Gasper is saying, hey, I've got to get my parents off TV. I've got to get my first hit. They're going home. You have Wilyer Abreu, who's been in the number 2 spot in the lineup. You have Masa Yoshida, who I've apologized for. Yoshida is having a strong second half. And it's easy to, Yoshida also went 0 for 3, but I want you, Gasper is in the number 2 spot in the lineup. Last weekend, when he made his first big league start, I actually played that drama card or the feel-good story. Gasper's getting a start. I thought he was going to be sent down to Triple-A. And I read great things about Mickey Gasper. I really do. But you've got less than 30 games left in the regular season. You're putting a rookie in the big league lineup, and you're hitting him in the number 2 spot in the lineup. No, absolutely not. I don't know what the explanation is there. I would have put Sogard just up from Triple-A in that number 2 spot. Gasper is your number 8 hitter or your number 9 hitter. But Duran out of the lineup. Second thing I noticed, Mickey Gasper's batting second. I second guess that one. Rafi Devers, they made note of it on the Nesson broadcast. Get the tying run to the plate late in the ball game. And I was thinking it. Is he, this shoulder situation right now, we know it's bad. We're going to find out really how bad it is come October if he has to have surgery. But missing his third straight game and thinking, hey, you get the tying run at the plate, 8th, 9th inning, and it's only a 2-run ball game at that point. Is Devers available off the bench? Well, as Dave O'Brien and Kevin Youkilis made mention of that, asked if it was a possibility, there's Rafi Devers on the railing of the dugout. No bat in hand, no helmet on, not anywhere near the home plate side of the dugout, nowhere near the bat rack. So no Devers for a third straight game. 8-8 on the season and the 16 games that he's missed. You won the first 2. Couldn't win the third one on Thursday night. At bat of the game, I hate to do it, but it comes in that 8th inning. Romy Gonzalez up as a pinch hitter. And the magic might be out of the bat for Romy Gonzalez coming off the bench as a pinch hitter. Took ball 1, then a broken back grounder. Conference on the mound, ball 1, ahead in the count, broken back grounder. They get the fielder's choice force out, and that did it. Now, the Red Sox had opportunity in the 9th inning. Gasper did reach, hit by a pitch against Chad Green. Chad Green's your closer right now, making him look like Papelbon, Rivera, Bruce Sutter. Throw some names out there. Chad Green did get the final out. Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill hits the home run on Wednesday night to make it 3-0. But a quiet night for O'Neill and a lot of hitters. 2 hits, no runs. And opportunity, scoreboard watching, yeah, at this point we are. Twins were off. So now 3.5 back. And not that many games left in the regular season for the Red Sox right now. Running out of time. 3.5 back. And now 28 games left in the regular season on the road for the next 6. 2-6 homestand, 4 wins in the last 14 at Fenway Park. The team's still under 500, and it's got to come around, but it's not. And at this point, we love the law of averages, and we love all the different things involved with numbers in baseball. The numbers right now suggest the Red Sox aren't all of a sudden going to have a winning homestand or have a winning record the rest of the way. They're not going to have a winning record at home for the 2024 season. That needs, I don't know how that's addressed. I really don't. No one does, because if it could be addressed, it would be addressed and taken care of. But Red Sox have not been a winning team at Fenway now in a couple of years, and it's sort of distressing at this point in time, the way things are going. So take 3 in a row from Detroit, feel good again. But right now, it's not there. Just not there for the Red Sox. And again, you're running out of time with the season. Again, we want to acknowledge our everydayers for making the Locked On Red Sox postcast their first listen every day, free and available wherever you get your podcasts. And also tip our cap as well to the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel viewers as well. Twins home for 3 against the Blue Jays. Now you need help from Toronto. You're 3.5 back. And looking at the Twins, 3 against Toronto, then on the road for 7 in a row. Next week is kind of do or die. Really is. Twins have 4 in Tampa or in St. Pete against the Tampa Bay Rays and 3 in Kansas City. Then home for the Angels and Reds, 4 in Cleveland and 3 against the Sox. September 16th through the 22nd, that's that road trip. And then they finish up with 3 against the Marlins, 3 against the Orioles, and close out the regular season with that series against Baltimore. You got to be within striking distance, and you are. 2.5 is a lot better than 3.5. We know that. But that's where they're at right now, 3.5 back. Almost 4 weeks left in the season. It'll be over quick enough. Numbers of the night, a couple of roster moves for the Red Sox as well. David Hamilton is going to be down, and that's going to hurt the Red Sox in some ways. We'll discuss that next. Locked On Red Sox postcast, Locked On Sports Boston, your team every day, sponsored by Prize Picks. Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. Over 5 million active members. Prize Picks is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Unlike other apps, Prize Picks, simple. You against the numbers. All you have to do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. Watch the winnings roll in. Get in on the daily action with your friends. Become part of Prize Picks community today. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. Turn your $10 into $1,000. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive that $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. How about this with the start of the NFL season right around the corner? 1 Caleb Williams passing yard gets you 1 win on Prize Picks every week in the month of September. That's right. He only needs 1 passing yard for you to get an automatic victory every football weekend in September. 4 weeks of free W's. Don't miss this deal on Prize Picks because it's gone when September ends. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code LOCKEDONMLB and get that $50 instantly when you play $5. Again, code LOCKEDONMLB on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive that $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. So the Sox, again, blank 2-0. Numbers of the night coming up in just a moment. And there's an interesting name the Red Sox may be considering. Touch on that. David Hamilton on the injured list Thursday. Fractured left index finger. Could be available. It's probably going to be 2 to 3 weeks before he can truly swing a bat. But he might be one of those guys available in a pinch run situation. Nick Sogard with that move. Hamilton going to the IL, up from Triple-A and in the lineup on Thursday for the Red Sox, had one of the 2 hits for the Red Sox. Joely Rodriguez, Brad Keller, both electing free agency. Now, Keller's done this before. Elected free agency, didn't want to go down to Triple-A Worcester in the Red Sox system. Then he found nobody wanted him. I'll find it hard to believe if Rodriguez or Keller end up with a big league deal in the coming days. They may have to sign a minor league deal with a big league organization. But I can't see Keller, his want is to pitch in the big leagues again this year. I think he's got to go somewhere else. I don't think he's in a Red Sox uniform at the big league level again this season. From the X on Thursday, ESPN's Buster Olney saw this one, listing the Red Sox and Mets as the teams to watch for left-handed reliever Taylor Rogers. Giants placing Rogers and a couple of other players, including infielder Thairo Estrada, on waivers. So if the Red Sox put a claim in for him, they can take Rogers, who is a free agent after this season, for the remainder of the year. All they'll do is be on the hook for his remaining number on the contract for the next 6 weeks or less than 5 weeks of the regular season. $12 million this year for the reliever. I think 34 years old for Rogers, but 54 games this year for the Giants out of the pen, 2.45 ERA, 10.3 strikeouts per 9 innings. That's a nice number, especially for the bullpen right now, especially as you lose Luis Garcia and Lucas Sims, 2 guys that you acquired for the pen at the trade deadline that both are on the injured list right now. And again, Rogers, lefty reliever. Buster only saying that the Red Sox and the Mets both could put a claim in. Both teams right now need pitching, whether it's in relief or whether it's starters, because the Red Sox, in case you didn't know it, pitched a 44-year-old Rich Hill on Thursday night. And it's a great story. But the Red Sox, you can say, and plenty in the fan base do, went on the cheap for pitching. Paxton, Garcia, Sims. Those are the guys you added. All 3 guys on the injured list. Didn't go shop in the high-end market for pitching at the trade deadline in July. None of those 3 guys available right now. So the numbers of the night, 20. I've said it already, but I'll say it again. Rich Hill, season debut, inning and a third, faced 4 batters, retired all 4, and struck out 2 of them. Rich Hill has now pitched in the big leagues for 20 seasons. The 44-year-old, effective out of the pen. How about the number 70 for Rich Hill? He came on for Cutter Crawford in that 7th inning and got the final out. Struck out Dalton Varsho on a 70-mile-an-hour sweeper to end the 7th inning. He threw 2 changeups in that inning, by the way. Both clocked at 83. Rich Hill breaking glass with 70-mile-an-hour pitches at the big league level. Again, if your son's a lefty, get him on the mound. And 76, that's the number. The Red Sox went 76 straight games without being shut out. That ended with a 2-0 loss to the Blue Jays in the finale on Thursday night. 6th time this season, the Red Sox have been shut out. And look who's up next, the Tigers. Tigers at Fenway back in late May, blanking the Red Sox. I think it was 5-0 in that final. 76 straight games without getting shut out. That ended on Thursday night. Numbers of the night. This team's not hitting a whole heck of a lot. Couple of base hits, 3 base runners total, or 4. 3 or 4, but 2 hits total. 2 hits total against 3 pitchers, including Bowden Francis, who was outstanding. The Red Sox have now gone 10 straight games, every single night for that stretch. 10-plus hits. Now, 10 straight games with 9 or fewer hits. Not going to get it done. Didn't get it done Thursday night. Now the Red Sox on the road. What's on tap? 6 straight on the road. First of 3 against the Tigers in Detroit Friday night. Tigers blanked 3-0 by the Angels Thursday afternoon, and that loss for Detroit snapping a 6-game win streak. So they're facing a team, 6 in a row for the Tigers, law of averages. No, they've been playing terrific baseball of late. They've now won 6 of their last 7, 13-4 over their last 17. A game over 500, 68-67. But here's one for you. Nope, didn't write it in there. I'll give that to you on Friday night. But this is a team that's 21-17 since the All-Star break. Tanner Houck, Nick Pivetta, Cooper Criswell. The probable starting pitchers over the next 3 games for the Red Sox against Detroit. Casey Mize, former 1-1. First-round pick, first overall by the Tigers out of Auburn a few years ago. Reports indicating on Thursday night that Mize is going to go in game 1 on Friday night. So maybe you get into the bullpen early. Tarek Skubal, mentioned it last weekend. He was originally on normal rest for the finale against the Angels on Thursday. They've been trying to push him back, give him a couple of extra days rest. Well, he was penciled in there, you could say, on ESPN.com, on the website, as the starting pitcher against Tanner Houck for the opener Friday night. He's pushed right now to Saturday. And then you've got Cooper Criswell in the finale on Sunday against rookie Ty Madden. And I'm looking forward to seeing Ty Madden pitch because saw him doing University of Texas Longhorn baseball back in 2019. He was one of their starters, one of their top starters in that season. So again, Houck, Pivetta, Criswell, and then it's off to New York for a 3-game series starting on Monday against the Mets. The Red Sox and Mets are similar situations, back to the wall. You want to make it as the third wild card? It's not a consolation prize. You're in the postseason if you get one of the 3 wild cards. That's where we're at now. See if it happens. But Mets, similar. Backs to the wall right now. Every win is important. Want to thank our sponsors, Liquid IV, Game Time, Prize Picks. Want to thank you as well as we continue to build our audience on the Locked On Red Sox Postcast, on the podcast feed, and also on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel as well. Once again, we remind you, we go live within minutes of the last out of every Red Sox game from here through the end of the regular season and the postseason, if they get there. Not a lot of opportunities left for the Red Sox. We do thank you once again for making the Locked On Red Sox Postcast your first listen every day. Don't forget to tell your friends about us and also join us live on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel when we go live within minutes of the last out of every Red Sox game the rest of the way. Locked On Sports Boston, number one place to hang out immediately after every game. Locked On Sports, your team every day.